Hi, it's Lindsay, and thanks for coming back to me with another video. I'm in the middle of cooking tea, okay, so I'm going to do like a chicken stew basically, that's going to fit in with steps 2, 3, 4 and 5 of the Cambridge Weight Plan. I've already started cooking here, so you don't have to watch sort of everything being prepared. But basically I've got some chicken breast fillets which I've cut up and I have put in with some leeks and some celery. So at the moment there is chicken breast, leeks, celery. I then put in a bit of thyme, a bit of rosemary and a bit of tarragon, and you can see just in there some bay leaves which are in there as well. So this has probably been in the pan for about 10-15 minutes, just steaming down with the herbs and spices in there. I'm going to throw in a chicken oxo cube, so that's going to go in there next. There's also a bit of the vegetable bouillon powder in there as well. In this pan over here I have got some carrots and some sprouts chopped up, and there's also a couple of baby potatoes in there, and that's for my partner. He'll have the potatoes with the stew as well inside, and because I'm following step 2 at the moment, I won't be having the potatoes. So that's the vegetables over there in that pan, and they're just boiling down, so they're already pre-cooked, ready to go into the stew to make it a bit faster. Over here I have got the courgettes that I've got there, and I've got some mushrooms there. I've just been to Asda for those. And I'll come back to you in a minute when I've chopped those up ready, and then we'll just be ready to make the sauce just to thicken it up. Okay, so I'm back and I have put the sprouts and the carrots and potatoes into the pan with all of the rest of the things. I've chopped the courgettes and mushrooms and added those in as well. And then I've just added, I used about half of the water that came out of the vegetables from boiling the vegetables, because rather than adding just tap water in after I've already poured the rest of the water away, that water holds quite a lot of vitamins and nutrients out of the vegetables, so I left that and put that in with the stew as well. And then I also added some skimmed milk. So at the moment you can see all the vegetables in there. It's quite nice and colourful, and that milk now is just heating up in the pan with the rest of the vegetables there. And I'm going to make the thickener to make the sauce now. So I'm going to make it in a really similar way to the way that I made the creamy curry. So basically I just take a cup. I'm just going to take a normal cup here, and I'm going to get some plain flour, and I'm going to use about 2 dessert spoons full. So that's just a normal dessert spoon there, and I'm going to put that into the cup of plain flour, that is. And then I'm also just going to get some corn flour out, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of that. So I've put those into the cup, that flour into the cup there, and then all I'm going to do is add some water in with that and mix it round until it becomes into a paste. And then I'll just also put an extra bit of water in so it's liquid enough that I can pour that into the pan. So this meal is a really great meal. Basically, because it's like almost like a one-pot wonder or something, you can add in whatever you want. So I just heap loads of vegetables in of different kinds. But it's perfect for if you're having to cook a meal for yourself and family or friends or something like that, where you want to be able to cook all together rather than having to cook yourself something separate just because you're on a diet. You don't want everyone to be looking at what you're having separately. So with this, you can put in the vegetable things that you like, and then for things like the potatoes or whatever that you add in there, you can just simply not give yourselves any of those on the plate. So that's kind of why I like this dish. And then now I've just mixed the flour with the water there. The milk's starting to boil as well, so as long as your liquid is sort of at a hot temperature, you can start adding in the flour and the water. And then if you just add it in a little bit at a time and stir it round, and make sure you're just distributing that through, and then again another little bit, stir it round. And then the flour will need, again, like I said in the curry video, the flour needs to cook through, because flour is like a raw product, so it does need to cook. So you'd need to leave this at least sort of 10-15 minutes to carry on cooking. Just once it's stirred through, you can leave it on a low heat so it doesn't catch on the bottom. Otherwise the flour particles sort of sink down in the liquid onto the bottom of the pan, and that will then burn. So if you just allow that to get all mixed in there, make sure you've spread it through nicely, and then you can see already it's starting to thicken up. The liquids now all start to thicken up as the flour goes through that, and it will just continue to thicken up the longer it's left there. Okay, so I've stirred that around quite a few times. I've just had a quick taste of it. It tastes really nice. So basically it's kind of like a chicken tarragon thyme stew, so it's kind of like a herby, creamish sauce rather than maybe like a stew with gravy. You could do it in a pot and put that in the oven as well, or you could do it on the slow cooker, I'm sure, as well. But just to have it in a great big pan on the hob, it's really quick and really easy. And that was 2 chicken breasts and just whichever vegetables you've either got in the house or that you want to go pick for yourself. And there's really, not an awful lot else in it other than potatoes, which are for my partner. So again, like I said, you could make it for everybody and eat it all together. And just taste it and season it how you want. When you get to sort of steps 3, 4 and 5, you could also add in, obviously you'd be allowed the potatoes if you wanted, you could add in a few extra things. You could even put a glug of white wine in or something like that. The alcohol would burn down with the white from the white wine and evaporate, so it would just leave the sort of the taste. You could try putting in some cider vinegar or something like that, just to make it either a little bit tart, or you could try adding in even some sweetener if you want it like quite a sweet tasting stew. Anyway, so that's a really quick and easy creamy chicken tarragon vegetable stew. Thanks for watching, bye bye.